Mm-hmm. All right. Little poke. How far do I?
Until you feel like something on the bottom. You're gonna feel something hard. Like I think it's the bottom of the omaya.
Okay, yep.
You feel something hard?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So you can let go of that. You see how it's not like wobbly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now start aspirating fluid. Do it slow. If it's a little bit bloody, it's okay. It's normal for the first tap since you got the omaya placed. I wouldn't be worried if there was a little blood.
Is this a good speed?
Huh?
This good speed?
Yeah. So take out about 8. And again, normal omaya volume for chemo is 3 cc's. Etoposide is the exception to that. It's 5.
Okay.
It can't be concentrated more, I guess. I don't fully understand.
It's like spinning. Is that good? That's fine. It'll stay. You've never had
Yeah,
it.
as long as it's not wobbling, it can
Okay.
come in. You see it is a little bit blood tinged,
Mhm.
but I'm not worried. Nice. I like how controlled you are with it. It's so easy because you get so excited.
Yeah.
And you pull it out too
That's
fast.
nice. Yeah.
If he has headaches afterwards, just Tylenol.
Hydration.
Hydration, just lots of
and
water.
Yeah,
Lots of water.
and Tylenol.
Okay.
How you
Yeah.
doing, Sean?
But if any
Good.
Great.
if
Not
any
too bad.
changes that are like a
I don't
headache, I wouldn't
even
be
feel
worried
it.
about. But any like
Yeah.
neurologic things, you would
Start
have to.
seeing funny or
Yeah,
like anything crazy off the wall.
yeah. I mean, you'll know if
Yeah.
something's wrong. I don't expect anything to happen, but
Either do I. I just like to be up on it. I'd
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
know
yeah.
ahead of time
You
than
said
not.
8, right?
yeah, this is not like a hard and fast number.
Okay.
Usually I don't take out a ton from the omaya. As far as, okay, so pinch it so air can't go in. It might be easier to pinch it closer to here because you're gonna have to twist it off. Pinch it hard so that air can't go in. If you need me to do it, I can. It gets a little bit confusing. Nice. Okay, so this will be injecting back in. So normally I wouldn't want to see it looking like this. It's a little bit cloudy and a little bit blood tinged. It's not straight clear. Again, the first omaya tap, I wouldn't worry about this.
Okay.
But just because it's a smidgen cloudy, like the least little bit, I would add on cultures just to be extra safe. But I think we can just mark the cultures on the,
Got it.
yeah.
Yep.
So you say you replaced that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I'm having second thoughts because it's a little bit cloudy. Let me see how this looks.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so then I'll inject it back in. It's consistent with, you know what I mean, deeper in there. It's probably just
about
pro.
4, right? Or,
No, because the intrathecal chemo is 5.
okay.
So I would do like 6.
And that's just to like flush like through the.
This is for the
Reservoir.
lab.
Okay.
This is for flushing.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I want to send what's like deep in there, not what's sitting in the omaya.
Got it.
It's like if you think about flushing a port, you
Yeah.
know?
Because we looked at that last time. It was like I forget how much cc's is in the.
It was like 1 cc or
Yeah.
2 cc's.
Oh,
It was
okay,
like
it's less
nothing. Yeah.
All right. So pinch again.
Yeah. Here's the chemo.
This is the hardest part.
Yeah. So eventually you'll be able to do it without an assistant. Okay, so that's the
This is
chemo. I
ready.
know that's the chemo because
Do I
I
need
just
to like
took.
push it up a little or.
So no, I connect it, aspirate a little bit so there's no air bubble. Aspirate CSF into the chemo,
Oh yeah.
just a little bit. Okay,
Okay.
and now you can start injecting. And slow. I would go real. This one you want to be even slower.
Okay.
And then just take note, this will inject back, but just so you can see it on white, they're the same color,
Mhm.
so it's not like an LP where it clears, you
Got
know?
it. Yeah.
It's the same, which is like reassuring that, you know. This is probably a little bit cloudy just because it's post-procedure. Like post-Omaya
Yep.
placement.
So we took out about 6, and that we are putting back in at the end. The second is what we're sending.
We took out 8 and then 6, and we're
Okay.
gonna put back in the 8.
Got it. How you doing, Sean?
Good.
Good.
So the first tube you pull is the last tube you're gonna put back in.
Okay. And the second one you send for
To the
your,
lab,
all your
yeah.
stuff.
So while you're injecting that, to make things easy, I will put these in the tubes.
Oh, my head.
Hmm?
My head.
What about
What's
it?
happening? Yeah.
My head hurts.
Okay. Just move super slow.
Okay.
Again, we're changing the fluid of his brain right now.
Mhm.
And I haven't looked at his imaging, you would know better than I would. But with like these gliomas,
Mhm.
like there's space occupying lesions in there, so
Right, yeah.
I will hand this to you. Or yeah, put on gloves.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good? Okay.
Okay.
There.
So only 2 tubes for this.
Yeah, so on leukemia lymphoma we do 3 tubes because we
It
do
feels cold.
Mm.
we do a flow cytometry. We do an additional test that is only for leukemia and lymphoma. It's called flow cytometry that you guys don't do, so we send 3 tubes, but you guys will send 2. So don't touch my hand. Perfect. And then the labels with the timer right here. So you would put the 2 on the top, the highest ones. And then you can put it in this bag and then we can give it to our nurse to take to the lab now. Have you guys been working here the same amount of time? Did you start at the same time?
No, she just started a few weeks ago.
Oh, welcome.
You'll be. Thank you.
From Wisconsin a few weeks ago, or you've been in
No.
Miami?
I've
Doing
been
good,
there.
Tom?
I came
Yeah.
from Jackson.
Oh, got it, okay. How long have you been a nurse practitioner for?
No.
No? Congrats.
Thank you.
It's a huge accomplishment.
Thanks.
For us PAs, it's so different.
Then
Nurse practitioner. So we're what's called APPs, advanced practice providers, where some people refer to it as mid-level providers. So nurse practitioner and physician assistant, they're different, but they're the same in practice. I'm a PA, they're nurse practitioners. A nurse practitioner is an RN and then goes to get an advanced nursing degree, so they're providers. Meaning they have the ability to like write prescriptions,
prescriptions,
do
right,
do
yeah.
procedures. PAs go to essentially pre-med and then go to a shortened version of medical school after undergrad,
Right.
like 2.5 years instead of 4, and there's no residency. So we have different training, but the same
It's the
function.
same, different kind of.
Yeah, the same function in the. It's probably like comparing an MD to a DO. It's the same thing, but the
It's the
training.
same
is-
thing, but training's a little bit different.
Yeah. You're going super slow and I love it. It's
Right.
giving me peace of mind.
Sorry.
You doing good, Tom?
Mm-hmm.
You can
Wasn't
put
too
it
bad.
down. You can put it on that
Easy
table.
lemon squeezy?
Easy peasy lemon squeeze.
It's probably a Midwestern thing too to say that, right?
Yeah.
That is.
How did you two meet?
Grinder.
Super romantic.
No, guys. No, guys.
So romantic.
I know guys met 10 years, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's changing now a little bit, I think.
Is Grindr still like really popular?
I don't even know.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Is it?
It's a bad site.
I thought that
You meet bad people.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad people on there.
Yeah.
There is now.
Tinder. I thought like Tinder took
Tinder
over.
was.
I thought Tinder took over for Grindr. Am I
I
wrong?
am just about.
Tinder's like the straight
The
version
straight
of
version
the
of Grindr, kind of.
Oh. I've been with the
Swipe
same.
right.
I've been with my husband for 14 years. So the last and only dating website I ever did was called. I cringe. JDate.
I've heard of that.
Jewish. It's like that's the Jewish.
A Jewish dating site.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
kind of like.
apparently now there's something called JSwipe, which is like Tinder. She got it. Okay, so aspirate a little just to make sure you don't inject air in. Nice, okay, so now you can start.
Should I like go like that?
Oh, you're not getting any air.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. So just to keep in mind, so I like to always keep track of the chemo syringe because chemo has to be discarded sterile.
Mm-hmm.
So not sterile, in hazardous waste. So I like to keep all of the chemo things together.
Mm-hmm.
This is the syringe we used.
You feeling okay?
Hi.
Just making sure you're
I'm
okay.
just watching.
It must be
Do
really
you like
hot.
to watch, or should I move my hand?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Just fascinated.
You're a kooky one. Most patients close their eyes because they can't.
I'm like,
they
you
don't want to
want
know.
to move or?
Most patients go like this during the
I'm
OI.
like I like American Horror Story.
Married a kooky cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I'm like you. I like to like.
See what's going on.
I'm just
Yeah.
fascinated
Yeah.
by it.
I had 2 C-sections for my babies, and I remember being like,
Yeah.
What's going on down there?
The worst was my husband because he's a doctor, so he kept like wanting to. And they were like, "Sir, you need to sit down. Sir, you need to sit
Yeah, don't
down."
take over. You're not. You're here for me, not.
Well, the best part was for the second, he had to run from his work in his scrubs to here.
Yeah.
So here he is in his like memorial ER scrubs in the OR while I'm having my section.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Did you get to see more at that time? Because he's in scrubs, so you still can't.
No, they kept being like, "Sir, sit down."
Get out of here.
Call security on him. We have an imposter here.
Well, I'm sure they deal with it all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
We don't know this person.
This is the father. This is the father, and I mean, our health insurance here pays for us to get health care here. So the copays are a lot higher if you go anywhere else. So I have
At all costs, you come back here no matter what.
Yeah. So my 2 babies were born here in Jackson.
Almost there.
I was in the NICU over there. I was in the NICU over there.
You were? For how many years?
For Jackson, like 1. Memorial was for like 6 years.
Oh, okay. My babies were in the NICU. My first was a 28 weeker, and my second was a 36 weeker.
Aw. Just said aw.
Yeah, my first one was 2 pounds at birth, so.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, she's a veggie 5-year-old.
Alright, so once
You can
I'm
say that now.
done with. Oh. You
Today
okay?
someone saw a picture of her and go, "Wow, is she 7?" I was like, "No, she's
Yeah.
5. She looks older." I'm like,
Oh, really?
"She didn't know when she was born."
So after this, we're done.
Yeah, you honestly could be done now. You could take out
Is
the
it-
needle now. You don't have to inject
Okay.
all of
So
it.
now I'm gonna.
Put a big bubble in there.
Here, so what I do is I put this on here. I don't retract the needle. Just pull it out and then retract it because I don't want to like accidentally like pull chunks of like,
Coming out.
you know what I mean?
Yep.